Hello, everybody.
Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel.
This channel, not mine.
Hey guys, you're new predictions channel, but let's get right in.
Not for long though. Just remember, not that long.
It is not. It is
Okay.
going to be very long. But this is the podcast. It's the first ever. I'm with Ardmore.
Yep. And by the way, I'm the longest for that champion. So, and see that champion? I'm already the longest. 196 days. How are y'all gonna beat that? Nothing.
Nobody.
Nobody.
We got some topics for you as 2K25 is playing.
Right. But whatever, right?
This is the very first podcast. We don't know why we're playing this. Maybe once a month. I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
We don't have really plans for the official dates yet, but thank you. And thank you for having me today.
Yes.
Right.
So.
What we going? What we doing?
Okay. So here's a questionnaire.
What we got for everybody?
Question: Is Cena winning 17th actually worth it? Like, when he won the WrestleMania, was it actually worth it?
Is it worth it right now?
Yeah. What do you think, in your opinion?
To be very, very honest.
Let me know about this in the comment.
Yeah, about all these questions. I don't mean for real. Is Chelsea Way 17th really worth it? I am going to say no. Okay? Here's
Well, to me, I agree, but
I'm gonna say no because I just like he doesn't need 17.
right. I mean,
He
seriously,
really doesn't need 17.
right. Exactly. Right.
Like the WrestleMania, like okay, if he becomes like if he was the Intercontinental Champion, Grand Slam, it would make sense a lot more.
For me, I think he should have just retired in the first place. I mean,
I don't blame
I'm
you.
not stupid.
I don't blame you because Cena's starting to get slow, you know?
Yeah, and you know, he's actually getting old. He's like, what, 47, 48 years old now? Dude, he needs to just retire.
Yeah,
Man.
40 games.
And he's not even in good shape either.
Yeah.
Let me know anything in the comments, obviously. Okay, second one. Our predictions.
Our predictions / the review because we just watched
We just watched Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank.
To be honest, it was actually good.
It was really good, and as you can see, I won. I only lost once,
Which is not bad.
So my predictions for the women's was Naomi and Roxanne.
Same as I.
So we both had Naomi right. Naomi won. And a quick thing, this is about to be spoilers. If you haven't watched Money in the Bank, please watch it.
Please.
Please, and then come back to
before
it.
you see this. Okay.
Because we don't want any spoilers.
Right.
Spoiler though.
And then Dirty Dom versus Octagon Jr. Obviously, that was not the best.
That was
too short.
That was too short. But the thing is, we all had we had Dominic.
Yeah,
Octagon Jr.
obviously.
But it was just an impromptu match because we Wars Collide. Dominic came out and challenged Octagon Jr. He said, "I won't even put my Intercontinental Champion on the line."
Yeah,
it
was kind of stupid. Okay,
and, bro, he wasn't even with Liv.
Right, exactly.
He was even.
I don't know why Living and like how it shows. I don't even know why she was kind of more of like ignoring her a little bit, don't you think?
You know what? I think so.
I thought so too.
I thought so too. You know what? You know who I think is gonna take the belt off of Dominic? Finn Balor.
I can
But
see that.
it must be the demon.
Yeah, because you know what? I heard was that they're gonna get rid of Dom. I mean, not Dom, but Finn.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Well, Roxanne is in the Judgment Day, or not officially yet.
Yeah,
but I think
not official.
but
There's a good chance that Finn will get rid of Dom.
Yeah.
There's both ways.
Yeah.
So
maybe Dominic.
Okay. Our AEW.
Oh, we forgot the
we
forgot the men's Money in the Bank, which was Seth Rollins. I got it right.
Let's go. He did. I actually chose either Solo or Andrade, but
Solo.
But Solo actually, this is very shocking. Literally, Jacob Fatu actually turned on him.
He did.
And also, it was kind of not that shocking either.
It wasn't. I figured it was gonna happen eventually, but. And then plus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed came out. I was expecting Roman to come out,
but didn't happen.
But I don't think it.
Nor CM Punk.
I don't think it. Yeah, nobody came out.
All that didn't came out. Let's see what else. What happened? Oh yeah, Lyra Becky.
Lyra Becky. I felt like we knew Becky was gonna win.
Yeah, obviously.
And I felt like
we all thought that she to win, but no, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
It was a roll up in.
I also thought I mean I didn't see Becky losing 3 times to Lyra.
Right.
I did not see that.
And the one that we actually lost on. Logan and John.
Logan's Paul and John Cena main
Yep.
event team against Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes.
And I thought that was actually the second match, but no.
It would have been very surprising because Seth Rollins won Money in the Bank, and I thought he might have cashed in. Which makes me really curious for Jay and Gunther, because what if Seth cashes in till Monday?
And you know, for the Money in the Bank, I thought Saul was gonna win, and then after he would turn on Jacob, but it was fully the opposite.
Yeah.
Of what I just said. I should have just not chosen. But
Yeah.
oh well.
I mean, well, RJ, you should have chose Seth, bro.
Yeah, I know.
He
But
had Seth the first.
yeah,
time.
like the first time. Literally, I thought Seth Rollins was gonna win because of Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, which actually really happened, by the way.
Yeah.
But I changed it.
Yeah, I saw Seth winning because I felt like Paul Heyman was gonna build a future. Can you imagine Seth Rollins as world champion and Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker as tag champions?
I mean, for real.
Or do we think Paul Heyman is Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker is gonna all turn on Seth?
See, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
They're gonna turn.
Is that gonna be the spot, or how long is it gonna be?
I think just wait till about maybe like a year, maybe until like Royal Rumble or something. I don't know. Some type of pay-per-view is gonna happen, but.
Oh, and then I mean, well, the thing also is with the Cody and Jay, Archer came back.
Sure.
I mean, when I first saw R-Truth, man, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of crying when I first saw the release. Because he's so funny, dude.
For real, he is. But the thing is, he is not released. It was just a plan.
Right.
That's pretty shocking. I mean, seriously,
That was really shocking.
That's how Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso won.
Right.
R-Truth did it. That's cool.
That was so. Out of the whole show that we just watched, what would you rate the show?
Honestly, I would say between 8 or 9. I'm not gonna lie, 8 or 9.
8 or 9. I feel the same, but I agree with you. 8 out of 10, or 8.5.
Yeah.
8.5 out of 10.
Yeah. Maybe it's between 8 or 9 because
it was a great pay-per-view.
That was good. My favorite part is how R-Truth came in. I didn't even know.
Dude, once I saw the pants and I saw who was it, I was like, wait a minute. At first I thought it was like Braun Breaker or Seth Rollins or something.
Right.
That was interesting.
Okay, you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Our AW DOA recap.
Oh, the Double or Nothing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I see
man.
W. Yeah.
Can you
That's
look
okay,
at
double
the
or
match
nothing.
card? Because I don't remember.
That's okay. I'll check it out.
He has his phone with him in case.
Yeah. See, double or nothing match card. Okay, so we had
We can just
Adam
go.
Page and Ospreay.
We can just go one at a time. if you
Let's
want.
see. The Hurt Syndicate versus the Son of Texas, which is they totally lost. I already know they did.
Dude, the Hurt Syndicate dominated.
Yeah, for real.
MJF helped them. a little.
Okada versus Speedball Bailey. Okada won that one. Mercedes Moné and Hayter. But Moné did win that
Moné
one.
win.
And then Tony Storm versus Mina Shikara. Tony
Yeah.
Storm did, not bad. And then Dan Archie in the arena. Team Swerve did. And then Ricochet and Mark Briscoe ricocheted.
Did you watch AEW that one?
No, I did not because it was a pay-per-view. But however, I check out the most predictions, right? Out
Yeah.
of them all.
So the one thing that I will say, the Anarchy in the Arena, that match, because I watched it, I know he didn't, but he likes AEW too, is
And I forgot one more. Miguel I don't know say McGenis and Dave Garcia
Nigel
versus FTR.
yeah,
FTR
Nigel
definitely won
I
that
know
one.
FTR
We
won.
already knew about that. I mean,
We knew.
seriously, that's
The
obvious.
the Anarchy in the Arena was very interesting. I wasn't really a big fan. Hook came back, which was
Yeah.
very interesting, but we haven't seen him since Double or Nothing because he walked out on Joe. But it makes him look like Joe and Hook might go their separate ways.
Mm-hmm.
If you know what I mean, and
I
maybe
do.
like I don't know, but the Death Riders is very interesting
Yeah.
because you have oh my gosh, you have all these superstars. You have Gabe Kid added. You have
Exactly.
oh my gosh,
Name the list. Name the list.
right? You have man the Death Riders. Pack is still injured by the way. Which
Yeah,
when is he coming back?
That's a good question. I don't know.
And you know what also was, and you know what was the best match of the night, and it deserved a main event. I think some people might agree with me on here. Heyman and Will Ospreay, the main event. The Owen Hart tournament was so good. It was just very, it was good. Like, but some of the there were some matches that were really good. I'm like, oh
Right.
wow, her Syndicate dominated. We know. I thought Mina was gonna win, but we know Mercedes is gonna win.
I already knew Mercedes was gonna win.
She won the Owen, and Heyman won the Owen, I think. But now, the question is Will Ospreay gonna officially and finally have Heyman and Swerve come together for Owen? Help Moxley, or help beat Moxley?
Good question.
What do you think?
That's actually a good question here. Not gonna lie to you. I mean, they could help him a little bit. Like all they could do is just gotta agree on each other. But right now it sounds like they're
right now they don't want to team.
They don't want to team each other because of what they did.
Right now they don't want to team each other because they burned the house down.
Yeah, burned the house down.
They broke in their house.
Yeah, exactly.
They had like how many matches? 4 matches.
4 matches.
Together?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Let me know if you're ready for the next
and
one.
I wasn't expecting Ospreay to lose. I'm gonna be honest.
That's very true.
Because if you think about Heyman and Moxley wrestled so many times, and Ospreay and Moxley never wrestled. But it was out of the whole show. I would probably say a 7 out of 10. That's how I would rate it because some of it was good and some of it was boring.
I mean, I agree.
When I don't know if you saw RJ, on social media, yeah. I did not see the ending, but apparently I didn't know. Mercedes did a small package to roll her up, but her head hit the mat. Oh. And that's how she won. Yeah.
Dang, I did not know that.
Jamie Hayter might be out for a minute.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, Rich release hurts the most. Ooh, good question.
Wow.
Rich release actually hurts the most. Oh my goodness, man.
This is something we gotta think about. Wow.
Okay, depends on if you're talking about past or now.
What do you mean?
You know, past WWE, now
WWE,
right now,
AEW,
it doesn't matter.
The current releases.
Current releases, okay.
Yes.
We're
talking current releases, man.
So here's the thing. I was gonna say R-Truth, but he wasn't released.
No, it wasn't working.
I want to say if he was released, I promise you he was gonna be my main number 1.
Right.
So, just sorry.
I will say this. The most release that hurts the most that could have been a star, Dakota Kai really shocked me. When Dakota Kai got released, my jaw dropped. I'm like, she should have been she had potential. I thought she was gonna beat Io Sky for the title. Mm-hmm. She could have beaten Lyra for the belt.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty
She could have beaten Lyra for the championship.
Alright.
But no, she didn't have to.
Okay, I have 2 people. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What's that?
Baszler, because not a good push.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she actually deserves a better push. And I'll say Ray Osborne, part of the Chase University. If y'all don't know who Chase University is, that's okay.
And that's on NXT.
Yep. They used to be on NXT.
That's a good one. I will
say I wish she had a more push because they didn't really push him that much.
Yeah. I mean, when she was in NXT, she was so good. She was undefeated.
Now she was
ever since she lost to Ripley in NXT, it was terrible.
NXT was fun. She was
the black and gold NXT.
Was so
the black and gold NXT was so much better.
And if you guys ever never watched NXT back in, boy,
you missed out on a lot of stuff. So I don't know if you would agree with me.
Okay, so hold on. Let's tell them this. Which NXT is the best? This year, in the past into the black and gold area, or
I would still say the black and gold era.
That's
I
true.
mean, you had Aleister Black, or Malachi Black, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Adam Cole, the Undisputed Era.
Yeah, 2019.
Dude, it was peak. You also had Asuka, Ember Moon, Baszler.
Velveteen Dream, you know.
Yeah, Ricochet. Best
Yeah.
match. What was your best match of the NXT Black and Gold? It was
Honestly, they had some good matches, but I would say Gargano and Adam Cole. Hold on, not done.
Oh,
2 out of 3 falls into New York.
oh,
Fire.
that was so fire. You know, I think
I also have another one.
dude, that could be a top 5.
Yes, that has
When-
a top 5.
If you go and if you ask an NXT person, if you go out in public, right?
Yep.
You would ask him, what is your favorite match for the Black and Gold era? I guarantee
Yeah, that has
top
to be number
5. That
Top
would be on
5,
the list,
yeah.
bro.
I mean, seriously. Or it could be number 1.
Yeah.
So one time I saw this one that's called Best of NXT. Like they have all these best rank for NXT Black and Gold era. They said that was number 1. Literally, that was like the end of the whole show.
Right. Did you know, RJ? If you type in NXT, it will give you all the old matches.
Right.
It gives you all the old NXT shows, all the old pay-per-views. So I'm just like, I want to watch something off of there.
Right. So one time I saw this one, the Aleister Black versus Andrade Cialis, bro. That was good. It was so good.
You know what my favorite match was? I don't exactly remember what the stipulation, but Takeover.
Yeah.
He's gonna correct me. It was Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano in a the unsanctioned match.
Yes, that was so good. No way, I love that
What
one.
takeover was that?
I think that was I think it was Philadelphia actually. It was either Philadelphia or Brooklyn, but for surely I think it was more of Philadelphia.
Yeah, we know what his favorite NXT champion is. It's Adam Cole, baby.
For longest, for surely.
Mine's probably Aleister Black. I mean, or
Holder
Ciampa.
wise, Gargano.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah.
The greatest is Adam Cole. My favorite NXT champion is Aleister Black.
Black was
For
good.
sure, yeah.
To be honest, he had a really good reign. I'm serious. Like seriously, I think he had like 64 wins and only 2 losses.
Yeah.
Crazy. That's
But
crazy.
The release that was, I'm gonna be 100% with Baszler, right?
For real.
Since we were talking about Baszler,
She had like 400 and something days for that championship.
bro, that shocked me. Plus, Baszler should have beaten Becky at maybe the pandemic era or whatever. So the main releases for me that shocked me are Dakota Kai, Shayna Baszler, and Braun Strowman.
Braun
Actually,
not really.
I would probably say, Katana Chance, Kato Corner.
Yeah, true. That one.
Yeah.
I wish they were more
They
chill.
should have used them more.
Yeah, that's true.
Same with Izzy Dawn. They should have put Izzy Dawn in the Secret Herbalists.
Right.
But they're like, nope, you gotta go. We have no plans for you.
I know.
Blair Davenport got released. I'm like,
Ready for the next one?
Yeah.
AW is falling. What's the reason? What's the reason of?
What's the reason AW is failing? Was
Yeah. Why?
falling,
So
dropping?
okay, guys. If you never watch AW, you gotta watch
I
it.
suggest you do.
It's really good. Now if you're watching, okay, so tell us in the comments why is it failing?
Okay, so let's start off with how we started watching AEW because I want to.
No, so listen to this.
Well,
You go first.
The first match, it was the TNT title tournament. It was in 2020. I didn't watch 2019 at all because I didn't have TV.
I was there to watch it.
I wasn't. I didn't have no cable for it at the time. But I was like, one day I wanted to watch. I just put something on and AEW was on. I saw Lance Archer. I think it was Stu Grayson.
I think so.
Or Alan Angels, one of the Dark World members, and Lance Archer won, which is crazy.
Yeah.
What were you about to say?
So to be honest, I think for mine,
You have
actually, I think it's no, it's not the storyline. I mean, it's kind of interesting a little bit, but I think it's Tony Khan himself.
The true question is AEW even failing? That's the question.
Yes, actually, it is, because, you know what, some matches are actually kind of lacking. Not gonna lie.
Their storylines are pretty...
Storylines are actually okay, but, like, some of them are not that good, though.
Yeah, their matches are kind of starting to lack off. Mercedes is number one. I mean, I don't blame Tony Khan. I don't blame
He's just pushing her too much.
You can't. Well, here's the thing. You can't blame Mercedes Moné fully.
That's true.
Right? You can't fully say, but Mercedes Moné, because she has 4 titles, she's overrated. She won the Owen. No one likes her.
Indeed.
You can't fully blame Mercedes Moné. Nobody can. I see a bunch of people say, really, Mercedes.
Yeah, but that's not her fault.
You gotta give Tony Khan some credit. It's some of Tony Khan's fault for letting her happen. Like, Tony, like, imagine what if she did have creative control, right?
Right.
Say that Mercedes Moné, okay, she could have been TBS champion, right?
Yep.
She didn't need to win the Owen. She could have had a match that won nothing with someone else and lose it, you know.
Yeah,
she could have had a match at All In and won the belt. You can't fully sit here and say, well, Mercedes Moné, she's so overrated. She's the reason why AEW is so bad. And then I don't want to watch this anymore.
Like I said, I don't think it's her fault either.
You can't give Mercedes Moné fully credit. You have to have Tony Khan, because he is the one that allows her to do that. Tony, eventually, like for example, right? If Mercedes Moné was still in WWE, and if she had creative control with Triple H probably would have said, like, we're not gonna fully give you the creative control. You can't really do this.
Right.
So Tony,
Tony Khan is similar to Vince a little.
But he's like, he doesn't really know how to blow.
Yeah.
Like, Tony Khan is like, oh, he shouldn't be like, okay, Mercedes, you're winning a bit too much, or like, just trying to talk into her, saying you have to lose and have people, if not have the other people like on the roster talk to her and be like, you can't win, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just the lack of storyline, and like I said, people are a little bit pushy. Like he's pushing them a lot, and like giving them like about 400 to 500 days for title reigns and all that. That just sucks.
And the other thing that now here's my thing. The thing that I won't say, the Death Riders.
Oh yeah,
the Death Riders.
Don't even ask from there.
I feel like the Death Rider storyline
is a little bland.
It's a little bland, but I don't think it's the reason why it's failing too much.
It's not.
It's basically like, okay, so what do you have to be in the wrestling company, right?
Yes.
You have to put people in a rivalry, build that feud to a pay-per-view, and have a really good match.
For real.
Tony Khan sometimes they will only have a week of a build-up, and that will be it.
That's true.
Like, but he needs to literally go into a month, 2 months even, for the build-up. Like All In, he should have Heyman and Moxley talk, not every week, just do it like once every few weeks, you know. Have Moxley and Heyman interfere in their matches. Same with Mercedes and Tony, you know.
Yeah.
Also, what's your thoughts on the All In card so far?
We have All In.
Mercedes Moné, Tony Storm, Heyman and Moxley, and Okada and Omega.
Actually, that depends on the match. I'm not gonna lie.
Depends. I'm just gonna. My opinion. I don't expect Okada and Omega to be good.
Yeah, I don't
expect it.
I don't expect that either. All right, so you ready for the next question?
Yeah, but that's why AW is possibly fair. We don't know yet.
We don't know.
As of right now.
Okay, so how good was WrestleMania actually? So what I'm saying is WrestleMania 41, which is what he's saying, not in the old days. I mean, seriously, the old days is all fire. Okay, we understand that, but we're talking current.
I mean, some manias were bad.
Some 2004 was my favorite.
What do you think? How good was it actually? Is it terrible?
Rating, okay, so rating wise, I'm gonna say, oh boy, how should I say this? I'll say between. Actually, no, it depends on between night 1 or night 2.
Overall, we can start with overall, and then we can start with
overall.
2.
To be honest, I kind of give that a between 6 or 7 out of 10.
Agreed. I'll go 7.
Yeah, I would say, but like I said, between 6 or 7, just depends.
I will say this: night 1 was probably a 5.
Yes, it was because the ending. The end of the match was so cool.
Dude, Seth turned on Paul. man.
No. Paul turned on.
Turned on Punk and Roman.
Yeah, that was the best one. I'm sorry, but I'm the one who actually predicted it. Like, so here's the thing. Listen to this, guys. So, I actually predicted it before anything happens. Like before the rivalry even really happened between them, all three.
But you weren't really sure.
No, I was for sure, but like during WrestleMania I didn't even know that Paul Heyman turns on Roman and CM Punk. Like, I kind of knew, but I didn't know if it's actually going to happen in WrestleMania. Right. So, and I was right the whole entire time. Like, okay, that's cool.
Right.
Well, otherwise, the other matches, there were some matches that were good. Some were just terrible.
Just to let you know, I went to Dave & Buster's for night one. That crowd was amazing. The ending was good. The only part that was boring was the New Day and the War Raiders.
Thank you. No, seriously, thank you.
And for you guys, I say, well, it was kind of good. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, this
I was literally on my phone the whole time.
Like, seriously, it was a lack match.
Night 2 has always been better than Night 1 since
true, but the main event was the worst.
Yeah.
Cody and Cena.
But it makes sense because at first everyone thinks it was terrible, but the real reason why
we already know it's because of this retirement match. So obviously it's more of a retirement tour though.
And plus his heel character has to be a build. The build up to his hero character, because they're not gonna be like, oh well, John,
Well, there you go. He ain't lying though.
Well, John Cena can't. He wins clean as a babyface. That wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a bunch of heroes that would do anything. Low blow, exposed turnbuckle, use the belt, whatever.
You know what? I have a question here. Listen to this. So guys, listen to this, and you guys can comment about this too. What is your favorite WrestleMania moment in history? Like your favorite. It doesn't matter if it's in old times, now times.
Oh man,
that's good.
I want to hear what you have to say.
Oh my goodness, I actually have quite a few. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would say Triple H vs Undertaker at WrestleMania 28.
The Hell in a Cell.
Oh yeah.
That was my favorite Mania.
Man, for real.
But if we're talking match, that's my favorite match. My favorite moment was Seth Rollins cashing in, bro.
Thank you. Yes, that was my favorite moment. Oh yes, for real. That one ain't gonna go away, man. No. That was my favorite. Nah, for real.
People will still talk about to this day.
I mean, seriously.
And now that Seth Rollins will Money in the Bank again this year.
Okay, so my other favorite match was gonna be a triple threat match in WrestleMania 20, and then
that Triple H Christmas match.
Yes, that was my favorite. Not gonna lie, that's like my second favorite because the ending was actually very emotional. But I really like that one. Okay, my third favorite would be okay, so this one's gonna be good, but I'm gonna say Daniel Bryan versus Batista versus Randy Orton.
Oh,
like seriously. So listen to this one. So listen to this, guys. So when Daniel Bryan beat Triple H because of his bad arm, right? Mm-hmm. And then afterwards, like the main event, Daniel Bryan won afterwards with an injured arm, literally. Yeah, seriously, That was a very best moment.
That's when he chat. Yeah, and what was crazy about the Bryan thing, though, was he even fought the Shield.
I know, that was so cool.
He fought the Shield to get to Mania, right?
Exactly.
And then I think Bryan, we fast forward to 35 with Kofi Mania.
Right. And then I have like I said, I have five, my bad. But number 4 is gonna be Undertaker, Shawn Michaels.
Which one?
Not straight for his career.
Oh, the 25?
The one before that, yeah.
25?
Yeah, 25.
Okay.
Because 26 was straight for his career.
Yeah.
That one was good. I ain't gonna lie.
The straight versus career it just made a lot more things interesting.
Yeah.
Because people would have said, oh, Shawn Michaels is gonna win. Or people were gonna say Undertaker was gonna win. You know?
But however, Shawn Michaels vs Undertaker at 26 was so good though. Like literally,
dude,
the ending was good. Like,
that match was crazy.
It was crazy because so what Shawn Michaels did, guys, is I think I think this is the one where he actually slaps the Undertaker, and as the Undertaker broke it, like actually like in his career at the end.
But my question for you, RJ.
I'll stop one more before you give me the other question.
What?
Oh, something okay.
What you guys up to?
Doing this podcast, picked up thing.
Just talking.
Yeah, just talking mainly.
You're not. I'm turning this off, right?
We're just gonna keep on just for the music.
Yeah.
Can you shut the door?
So,
Okay.
what was your?
Number that.
What were you gonna ask?
Oh yeah, so that's what I was saying. Number 5. To be honest, the Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, because I'm sorry, but that is top 5. I'm sorry, because here's why I say that. Seth Rollins came in and cashed it in, and then he did almost lost, but you know, like he didn't lost though.
Right.
He actually ended it.
Right.
That was the best one.
I'm going to be man. So here's my question. Since we were talking about the Undertaker,
Right.
and I know this wasn't part of the plan because
It's
we
okay.
can talk about other things.
Yep.
My question to you, and it's very tough because there's a bunch of people that
Right.
have different opinions.
Okay. Yep.
Number one,
Right.
there's a this is a follow-up question.
Okay.
One, do you think the streak should have even been broken, or, and if it should have, who will you think it would been?
I don't think so. It should kept just a little bit longer.
You think?
I think by the time a little bit of after Roman Reigns,
Okay.
and that's what the streak should be after
Yeah.
that.
I'm gonna be honest. The Mania 28 Triple H when Shawn,
Yes. Oh yes.
when
That's
Shawn
true.
Michaels went to do this, I watched it live on my television, and when Shawn Michaels hit the switch of music on Taker and then went for the pedigree,
Yeah.
thought that was it. I thought it was.
I mean, okay. So to be honest, I think Shawn Michaels overcounted it. I saw that was more than 3. I counted.
There could have been, you guys in the comments let me know, because there's a bunch of opinions, a bunch of people saying it should have, this person should have.
I mean,
A lot of people
literally.
should have said that Roman Reigns should have been the one.
No,
I saw
he's not.
I saw Bray Wyatt. It could be, Bray
I
Wyatt
don't see
could
Bray
make
Wyatt doing it,
Bray
but-
Wyatt could make sense because it's
Yeah.
like passing the torch to him,
Yeah, that's true.
But Brock was the Vince guy.
Okay, we have one more question. Who should go? Okay, so hold on. Who should go to LFG and Evolve next?
Oh.
Okay.
If we're talking about
Or how about this one?
sports,
How about this question? How about whoever is into LFG or Evolve goes to NXT? Maybe that's the question, or not next, but NXT.
That's who,
Yeah.
Who do you think?
Okay, so who do you think in the comments is between LFG and Evolve that's going to go to NXT?
And if you don't know what LFG is,
That's okay. It's okay. So it's 4 coaches: Bully Ray, known as Bubba Ray, so obviously, or you can call it Bubba Dolly, whatever you want to call it. But I actually call him Bully Ray because I watch Impact Wrestling a lot too. Mickey James, Booker, and The Undertaker.
Yeah. And so what they do is they train for these superstars. They do
To be like in the next generation type thing.
They do competitions where basically you gotta have to do matches. There's promos.
And
There's scoring. Like there's scoring, and if your coach has the most points, you get to earn a contract for.
Yes.
And guess what? Jasper Troy, who's now in NXT, has won the LMG Season 1 winner.
Yes, and then there's a female that also won.
Yeah, like what Tyra makes.
Yeah, something like that. But anyways, so
I thought
they,
Charlotte Hale was
they
gonna
also
win.
said that Xena Sterling was supposed to be in there.
Oh.
Because you know what, they said she is really good and talented, and you know what, I actually agree with them with that. Yeah, Xena Sterling.
Is that LFG?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
and
wow.
I forgot what team she's in. I forgot what team she's in. Yeah, I don't know, but whatever. But yeah, she's really good. They said, so I believe that. They said that she'll probably win season 2.
Right.
She was supposed to win season 1, but due to injury though, it's because she was actually injured. So that means that if she's not in season 1, she's definitely gonna be in season 2. Yeah.
I don't think for Evolve though it's kind of.
Evolve, huh?
I don't watch. I don't watch Evolve either. I don't watch Evolve because I don't have Timo, but I do watch.
To be honest, I do have Tubi, which is it comes there all the time. So
I do watch. Some of it.
I just don't watch it. It's just I don't even know.
I think you know what? I think the man might be. I don't know if this is gonna count. I don't think Shawn Legacy.
Okay.
I mean, well, he's on Evolve now. He's the #1 contender for the North American title. There's people that might say Jackson Drake, who's the first ever Evolve champion.
Okay.
For a woman, it's probably
Kendall Gray.
Yeah.
She's so far undefeated.
And possibly the first ever Evolve women's champion. But there's like so many people that are just talented, you know.
Right.
And some of those people might be the future. Go to the main roster, win some titles, you know?
Yep.
Have your matches with people.
If you guys have any questions, comment.
Exactly.
And we can answer any of your questions.
And also let us know what other things to talk about.
Yeah, and just tell us about your answers and we'll hear everything what you say.
I mean, it's really crazy how Evolve and LFG has been crazy. They got in WWID. Oh man.
Oh yeah.
WWID is crazy.
I heard many people about the ID. WWID.
The ID. I know actually a lot of people there, but my person for reality wrestling is Ice Williams, dude. This dude has been crazy. He fought. Do you know who Chris May is?
I think so. Yes, Chris May. Yes.
He had a. It was Ice Williams and Chris May. They had a massive feud going on, and that was literally the best match of his. And then I'm like, oh my gosh.
Okay, so you know what? I do have a question here. Well, actually, I have a few questions, and then I'll probably get off from there. But
probably gonna.
Okay, so my first question is, what is your favorite TNA match of all time?
You know,
that's the hard part, isn't it?
It is a hard part.
I mean, for real.
But I know that people are gonna assume that it could be.
I think it might be Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, and Daniels.
Christopher Daniels from Unbreakable 2005. That was my favorite TNA match.
I agree on that one.
Nobody has beaten it. Nobody has beaten that match. He said the Generation made the Bucks or something?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but
whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't see because I was back and forth with TNA because I didn't fully. I watched it back then.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't fully start watching it like right now until 2020.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
2021. Whenever Kenny Omega was there, I kind of started watching or pushing whatever.
Okay.
So speaking of TNA, what's your thoughts on Trick Williams when the TNA?
Actually, you know what? I kind of like it. Not gonna lie to you. Kind of like it.
I don't, man. As long as it's off with Joe Hendry.
Yeah.
It's so good. But listen, I'm just gonna say this. Mike Santel's gonna win that world title in July, Slammiversary, New York, and I'm all here for it. That world title is gonna be amazing. And what's crazy is that Trick Williams is TNA World Champion. Plus, you have Triple A, and you have TNA all with NXT WWE.
I know, right?
Isn't that crazy as a partnership?
It's kind of crazy.
I'm so excited for this, man.
Like for real. Now here's the problem. You know, so they said that Roman might be released, and you know why I say that?
Roman?
For real.
Why?
TKO.
Oh yeah.
There's could be not the TKO.
Roman has like a $15 million deal.
Yeah, but they're probably gonna release him just because of that.
And Braun doesn't even show up.
And the thing is, I heard that Gunther's gonna be quitting soon. I heard that Miz is gonna quit soon. I don't get it.
I mean, they're rumors. We don't know if it's fully true.
Yeah, but we don't know if it's fully true. Okay.
But like Roman, TKO has just not been.
Well, I know.
TKO is ruining wrestling.
Most likely, yes.
We're not blaming Triple H fault.
Nope.
I mean,
I mean, only a little bit of credit over there. But that's it.
Have you heard that they were? I don't know if this was true. They were gonna do like some type of TKO championship, but they're.
Yeah, I heard about that.
It was like some type of match that they were gonna do between UFC fighters and WWE fighters. This like, I don't know, man. Like,
okay.
They have too many. I'm just saying, WWE have too many belts.
Question number 2. Who's your favorite underrated wrestler? Underrated, not overrated. Underrated. See, that's a good one too. Isn't it? I'm for real. Me, it just depends on the year. Like, in 2011, John Morrison. I really loved John Morrison back then.
Shelton Benjamin.
Oh yes, please.
Shelton Benjamin. I mean, I was surprised that he should have been more.
Actually, Team Angle. If you if you're thought about it, since they're actually an underrated tag team, I preferably chose them.
I don't know.
Out of the American Made, I really hate the American Made. I'm just gonna say that they're not even better than the Team Angle.
I don't know if you would say that he's underrated.
Okay. So
Umaga.
Actually, no, he's actually underrated. He's not technically overrated.
Right. I mean, Umaga. Listen, I have asking when he fought Cena. I believe it was the last man standing match at the Rumble.
Yep.
Umaga should have won.
I know.
He should have been at least WWE champion once, if not maybe twice.
I would also say Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, did they wasted Dolph Ziggler so badly in 2020?
I know.
But now he's the tag champion and a former world champion.
Back then, dude, Dolph Ziggler was so cool.
Dude, when he cashed in, that pot was crazy.
I know.
Bro.
I thought it was like 2015 or 14, if I'm right.
Yeah.
But seriously, he did good.
Like the past.
Dude,
like
in the past, he was so good. Even though he had so here's the thing, he's underrated. But you know what? His theme song was so good, boy. I don't care if it's Show the World or Perfection. Both of them were so good.
I thought he was gonna bring
fire.
I thought he was gonna bring Perfection back. But he never missed a theme song.
No.
But here's my question to everybody.
Go ahead.
The hardest question for you too.
Okay.
If one wrestler, if you can bring back one wrestler to have their old theme song back, what would it be?
You know what? That's a very hard question. You're right about that. Okay, to be honest, I think I have about like 2 people, but only one person. So I'm gonna say this, but partly I'm gonna say.
That's a good question.
Yeah. So 2 people.
Go for it.
CM Punk, this Fireburn. Burn my Larry, Randy Orton.
Yeah. You know what I'm about to say? Written in my face. Probably should be Sheamus.
Oh yes,
written
that's
in my
true.
face, man.
You know what? Also, Broken Dreams by Drew McIntyre. Bro,
yeah. Broken Dreams is crazy.
It was crazy. It was
Speaking
so good.
of CM Punk, that promo package of him at Mania.
Yeah, I know, right?
When I heard the fire burns, I thought he was coming back with that.
I know, right?
He's gonna return for this one night for Mania.
I know, right?
If he would have, I guarantee he would have won.
I know, but it didn't
I
happen.
guarantee he would have won.
I know. Okay, so any more questions? Let's see. I do have
And if y'all have
2 more questions.
If y'all have any questions or comments or concerns in the comments, and we will be doing this again.
For real. You know what? I have 2 more.
What's up? We can talk about other things.
Third one. Listen to this, guys. Do this in the comment. But who's your favorite Royal Rumble winner?
Wow. Are we talking about both male and female?
Male.
Male only? Okay.
Oh yeah. That's a tough one, isn't it?
Man. Yeah, but it depends on if you use the person right.
Yep.
Because if I just would have said a person, like just based on the build up, you know?
Yeah.
Man.
How about 1 person, 1 year? That means like, you know how, let's say this, let's say that, you know that Edge won 2 years?
Yeah.
The first
year.
Yeah, first year was like 2011, and then the other one is 2021. You have to choose what year.
Right.
If it's two of those,
I kind of want to say,
it's difficult. I know.
I kind of want to say, I want to say an underrated. I don't. This is like an underrated Royal Rumble winner. I want to
Yeah.
say Shinsuke
Just okay.
from 2018. Was it?
Okay. Yeah.
I mean,
19 or 18, but somewhere there. But yeah,
yeah, it was one of the two-way fought AJ Styles and turned heel, man.
it was good.
What? Do you have one?
Actually, yes, I do. And honestly, I would say 2005 Batista.
Oh, yeah, it's like the second one was terrible.
Yeah, for real.
Everyone wanted Daniel Bryan to win.
I know.
And he fought Bray Wyatt the night,
I think so. Yeah.
the pay-per-view.
Right.
Yeah, Batista in 05 was crazy, you know.
Yeah.
You
But
get some
I don't.
saying,
To be honest, okay. So what they said was Batista was actually upset about that Royal Rumble. Yeah, I heard. What Batista said is he didn't exactly like it. Not gonna lie to you.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, I don't actually blame him either.
The second
I understand.
This was the second Rumble?
Yeah, it was the second, not the first.
Oh, wow. That's
But hey,
crazy.
I actually like the first one for Batista, which is 2005. And why? Because both Cena and Batista were off the top rope. And then guess what? Nobody even knew who question won. So instead,
Right.
they had a rematch it.
And you know what's crazy? I still hear people doing this for the Rumble. They're still saying that this person never won the official over the top rope, and they got
Yeah.
in. Some people say Hornswoggle, Curse Axel. Like, some of them are like, oh, they still haven't won the Royal Rumble yet. I'm like, oh my gosh.
But I also like when 2004, which is where Benoit won, but he was number one out of all of them. That was so cool.
I kind of liked
But
Triple H's from
Yeah.
201, 102,
yeah,
whatever.
did I ever tell you in the comments? Listen to this. Listen to this. Did you know that there's only two people that actually two people at the same time actually won the Royal Rumble?
But isn't that the Shawn Michaels match?
Nope, it was not. It was Lex Luger and Bret Hart. They both won that one. There is no one person. It was both of them.
It was both the only co-winners.
Yep, those are the only two that was the only one that had both winners in it.
So what would have happened? Did they do like a triple threat? Did they do
Nope.
a contest match?
They might have did a triple threat. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh my goodness.
But for real though, that was the only Royal Rumble that actually had two people in it.
That's
It-
crazy.
It was crazy. I didn't even know about that. Literally.
I mean, it could happen 10 years down the line.
I mean, yeah, right. One more question. What was my one more question?
You say you have one more question.
I do. Okay. You know what? Let's see if I could think about it though. What was I gonna say? Ooh, this is so good. What was your favorite Undertaker opponent from WrestleMania?
Mania?
Yep. Favorite Undertaker
My favorite.
opponent.
Oh man. My goodness.
And you know what? Actually, I do have one more after that, and I'll actually explain that one. And that was it after that.
I might be kind of weird for saying this. His last match was a boneyard match for AJ.
Okay, that's not bad at all.
And I'm just gonna say this. I think Mania 36 plus the pandemic era.
Oh yeah.
I kind of actually liked the pandemic era.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Only because they did
They
creativity.
did the boneyard
They
match.
did the boneyard match. They did the swamp fight with Braun Strowman and
Right.
Bray Wyatt. They did a 5-4 funhouse. Like,
That's true.
man.
Now for me, for that one, actually, this is gonna be good. But I'm gonna say this, but to be honest, Edge.
Oh yeah.
You know what's my favorite about that? The cell match itself. I'm not
That's-
joking. That was so good.
man.
Compared to WrestleMania, that was beyond better.
Dude, that is crazy.
It was awesome. And
Man, Undertaker's so good.
I know for real. You think so? Yes.
I'm just saying. It would
30
be,
and 0.
It would be a little bit different, you know.
Okay, now I have the last one, guys. Please listen to this. So, let's do this splitly, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Who was your favorite tag team, tag team, and underrated tag team?
Favorite tag team and underrated.
Yes. Overrated, underrated, or you could put just tag team and then underrated.
Oh, all right. Overrated. Are we talking all time? Are we
Yeah,
talking,
all time. It doesn't matter. Like, it's just like greatest tag
even
teams.
if it can be nouns?
Yep. It can be no too. I didn't say specifically.
I'm going overrated. I've always said this, but there could be so many overrated teams
For real.
that I can literally say, and some of them might.
You can even name some. I don't care. Comment anything. Like I said,
Yeah.
whoever said, you can comment. I don't care.
Overrated is definitely one of them FTR. You know, winning championships like.
Yeah.
Winning, like
Nah, that's not technically my favorite, but you know, I understand.
overrated is FTR.
Okay.
Overrated favorite is FTR and probably maybe the Young Bucks, but I don't know if you count the Young Bucks overrated.
Well, yeah, mainly yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, want to hear mine? Okay,
Yeah.
so overrated wise, actually, what is that tag team called?
You know what? I'm gonna go with the underrated, and that was
I'll let you go though.
American Alpha with Jason. Jordan
Yes,
Hill.
no, I believe you though. I really like that tag team. I don't know why Daddy got rid of them. That sucks.
Or Shelton Benjamin and Jack.
That's
They
true.
kind of booked them
Yeah,
different.
I get that.
What's yours?
Okay, so
Thinking of some-
overrated. Yeah, I'm trying to think some overrated tag teams to actually become a champion. To be honest, I kind of feel like the Usos. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Agree. I can agree with you on that. As overrated.
Yes, they're highly overrated.
I
I'm
can agree
sorry.
with you.
Let's see what else.
And then the Usos are my favorite tag teams of right now.
Yeah, for real.
Underrated.
Underrated. Oh, I actually have quite a few. I'm not gonna lie to you. Crime Time is one of them.
Prime time. Yeah.
They're very underrated. Like literally, they actually was supposed to have a championship, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, they
Sadly,
should have.
they should have. Yes,
And JTT still wrestles to this day,
that's true.
which is crazy.
Yes. Say another one for underrated would be Team Angle. I actually like Team Angle. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Lower Resistance. I wish A-Town Down Under. To be honest, I wish their title was a lot longer.
Yeah.
You know,
I wish they would have used more than that.
like seriously, they didn't really have like a long time title defense.
Yeah. And A-Town Down Under is probably one of them's gonna get released here soon.
I'm gonna say Austin Theory on that one. I'm just saying. I heard a lot of rumors that it's gonna happen,
Yeah.
but it could be true, it could be false, whatever. Yeah, that or they could be splitting up because of
could
draft.
Yeah.
I heard that draft is gonna split them up.
The draft can split them up.
Yep,
I
that's
could
like
see
that's like the New Day where they had just Big E on SmackDown and then Kofi and Xavier was on Raw,
Yeah.
and they didn't get to see each other for a while.
And I really thought that when that split happened with the New Day, I thought Big E was gonna turn heel, someone was gonna turn heel.
Oh, also for overrated, the Shield. Shield is highly overrated. I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah, they dominate all though.
Yeah, I love the Shield though.
They dominate the tag division.
Like I said, comment anything.
What do you think the Shield would have last longer though? Be honest. Do you think the Shield would have last longer than it did?
They should, but I definitely love Seth Rollins whenever you turn on him. I'm sorry, but he actually had the good push though.
That shocked me.
That really shocked me, but you know what? After that, man, he was so good. I'm sorry.
So with the Shield,
Yes.
for you, I want to hear from best to worst. Who's your favorite?
Seth Rollins was actually my favorite. Not gonna lie to you, Seth.
Ooh.
Roman was actually kind of my least. Not gonna lie to you.
Really? So
It's-
Ambrose was
The second, but
That's crazy.
so here's the thing though. I actually like the tribal chief beforehand. He was not
the big dog.
the big dog was not my favorite.
Yeah.
Never have, never will be.
So, who do you think the better one was out of the show?
To be honest, Seth Rollins was the best.
I thought Roman.
Roman was good wherever he was the tribal chief. That one I would probably like, bro.
When Roman was in the Shield, I just thought he was more.
Oh yeah, in the Shield. Oh
yes.
yeah, Roman. I'll say like in general, Seth
But
Rollins.
in general, I still say Roman. I'm gonna be honest. But when they were in the Shield,
yes, definitely Roman.
He was
yes.
he was the more powerhouse one.
Yeah, but he's one who actually did all the work.
It looked like he was a big plus it was kind of a bigger Star Wars than them. and the worst one, Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, love for real. But you know what? My favorite about Dean Ambrose was he was a lunatic French boy. Yeah. He was so funny. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and
he was so much funny.
He got a couple of laughs into people.
No, he actually makes me laugh a lot.
He was the one that made me.
My favorite one is where he was a referee and then AJ Styles versus James Ellsworth, guys. Seriously,
oh my gosh,
seriously, he was actually on his phone. He actually made me laugh, and at the end, James Ellsworth won because of the dirty deeds.
And James Ellsworth beat AJ Styles 3 times thanks to him.
I know, yeah, thanks to him. But yeah, him as the referee was so funny.
And then even when AJ Styles was on the ropes, and he was on the rope even after the show. You can also say when Seth Rollins got slimed when he opened the gate.
But you know what? He's actually the second funniest, but not the first. First one was R-Truth, man.
Bro,
Truth was so hilarious.
Truth always makes me laugh.
My favorite one was the Judgment Day. I'm sorry, but like when he made his fake flashback.
Oh no, the baby one is crazy.
That one, yes, for real. And then the other one was like where he was in the Royal Rumble and he thought it was the Money in the Bank, bro. Yeah. He just grabbed the ladder, grabbed it up, and like, where's the Money in the Bank? even better. What was the other one? I was thinking of.
There's a few where Archer entered the Women's Rumble.
I know.
And he was like, one mistake. There was also one way it was the WWE World Title Tournament, whatever. And then he went to Roman, and he hugged Roman. He went to Dean. He said good luck to Dean. He's like, I'm not wishing y'all good luck. And then there was one that was very recent. It was when R-Truth and Carmelo Hayes were backstage.
Oh yes.
And he said, "You is not Tozawa." And then Carmelo was saying, "No, I am him. No, Tozawa named him Tozawa. You're Carmelo Hayes."
Man, he's so funny though. Oh man, I miss him so much for this.
Man.
But I'm glad that he's coming back though.
I'm so glad he was.
I'm glad he was not released. But seriously, he is so hilarious.
I really thought that he was.
Maybe he is, but I don't know. Maybe.
Or maybe his contract's up, and they say his contract's up in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe his contract's up right now, and maybe he hasn't resigned yet.
Maybe that.
And did you also hear Karrion Kross in a few months his contract?
Oh boy.
And I don't
you know what?
Can
I just say, if he actually resigns, they better give him a real good push, into NXT for real, bro. But for real, guys, listen to this. Into NXT, right?
Yeah.
Karrion Kross was so good. Literally, they actually give him a really good push.
Exactly.
For real, like seriously, he was very like dominant. Yeah. After like TNA, he came there.
When Kross was pretty good at NXT.
Well, literally, he was.
Yeah, he had some great matches. The first time he was on the main roster though was kind of weird.
Yeah, I know.
His character was
a little bit not my favorite.
And then Vince McMahon released them, and then when Triple H was in charge, as soon as I heard the music, I immediately.
I know, right? So, like I said, if Triple H pushes him to back to like when he was into NXT, man, that would 100 times better. I would love Kross forever for this.
Man.
He needs to come back.
Now, let's say if Karrion Kross, I don't know if his recent contract, I don't think he resigned yet, but if he does, do you think they're gonna push him?
He needs to.
Bro, he needs to win the Make Champion.
I'm serious. They need to push him back to the NXT Karen Cross version.
Now they don't need to make him the world champion right away.
No, but like I said though, if they actually push him,
They
literally,
can push him.
yeah, if they push him really well,
Or what you can do is you can have Karrion Cross like create a new faction.
yeah,
you
that
can
could
like,
work.
Like from NXT, you can have him like.
My least favorite about that was the final testing. I did not like that one at all.
Dude, I don't know why they
They even did that. I know.
They didn't do nothing with them.
I know.
They can be Rizar and the Paul Ellering, the manager.
Left row.
That's crazy, man.
So actually, another thing. I got just one last question in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
So out of all the Adam Cole matches, besides Johnny Gargano besides Johnny Gargano, who else is the best match with against Adam Cole? Besides Johnny Gargano, that one's off the
Cole?
list. Yes.
Oh, that is a tough one.
Yeah, like I said, without Gargano in this one.
You know, I want to say one of his. Oh man, this is tough between.
See, that's
I
what I'm
have
saying.
3 of them in mind, and this was a 2019 Survivor Series.
Oh
Fuck,
yes,
Dunne,
he done. Yes.
Daniel Bryan
Oh yeah.
and Seth Rollins.
Okay.
Those are my 3. I'm gonna be honest with you. That 2019 one, that was great.
That was good. Now for me, actually, to be honest, I would say this is actually a good one, but I'm gonna say this, but ooh, this is good. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna say okay, 2 people.
Yes.
Ricochet.
Oh, I forgot about Ricochet.
Yes, Ricochet, and there's this one person in my mind. It's not Riddle though. Dang, what's his name? Tommaso Ciampa.
That's a solid list. My favorite moment with Ricochet was when I think Ricochet went to do a springboard, do a moonsault.
Yes.
And Adam
And
Cole
then caught him with a super kick. Yeah, it was
kick.
so fire. I'm sorry, that
It
was
was just
good.
2 high flyers, man. That's
For real.
crazy.
Honestly, my least favorite would be when Logan Paul and Ricochet were into Royal Rumble and they double called in with each other. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like I get it. Everybody really liked that one, but I didn't like that too much.
There was
so.
also another moment where Logan Paul and Ricochet did a Spanish fly at the Money in the Bank.
Yeah, it was not.
That match, but that if you looked at it, it looked kind of bad.
Yeah, I know, right?
Terrible.
Yes. AK, if you ever do a Spanish fly, please don't. Literally, you can break your own neck for doing it.
Yeah.
Because one time I saw this Mexican wrestler. He's a luchador. Man, he did a Spanish fly, but it like once he tried to land on somebody.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing though, the rope he tried to keep his balance from the rope, but he didn't. Instead, he broke his neck from doing
Yeah.
it, and now he's in paralysis, but no one's paralyzed.
There's a few people that a few moves that you can take that can be very dangerous. You know. Spanish
Oh yeah,
fly,
for real.
Pile driver.
Even Angel Garza tried to do it, and guess what? He almost died from doing it. They said he almost died from doing that.
That's
It was crazy. Like, not do Spanish fly ever again. I would never do
what a
it.
move that. What a timing, man.
Anything else you want to say, or
Is there anything else? I don't think so. I think this. Is
I think that was
the
it.
end
But
of
anyways,
this podcast.
comment us. Like, comment anything that you want to say. You can tell us
Any comments?
in the comments.
You know.
Cool.
And I'm very sorry about the camera. You know, we're
Yeah.
still we're still sounding it. We're still getting used to it. This is
So
the
next
first-
month for
this is the
SummerSlam,
first
we're gonna go to a friend's house for this one, and
Yeah.
we're gonna do our next podcast from
We'll
there.
possibly doing a podcast. If not, I can
If not.
come to
Yep.
his house again.
Yep.
And hang out. You know, we plan on doing this once a month. Maybe. Maybe.
Maybe.
Or whenever we see each other. Just depends, you know.
Yep.
And as the predictions, I am the new predictions champion, RJ. What is the punishment? So we also have.
Yep. Okay. So
What
I'll
was
tell-
the
I'll
bet
tell you-
and the who gets
okay.
it?
So the bet was predictions champion. Rich is the winner.
Yep.
Winners here. Second one is drinks and what was it? Yeah. So drinks and snacks, which is my brother and I could do 2 things for this one, and bus cut. We're just
buzz cut. Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing. Literally,
Which
I can
is
do that. Who cares?
RJ Malachite, and our other friend is Juan.
And he's the one that's gonna get a shirt.
And he is a favorite female wrestler.
Yeah.
T-shirt.
Which he chose to be with, we're okay with it.
And he has to wear it until Royal Rumble.
Yes, which is pretty cool.
Every pay-per-view, or at least, every pay-per-view, not on Raw, SmackDown, NXT, whatever.
That one was just an embarrassment. There's no like laughing stocks or anything. You know, it's just for having fun. No more than that.
That's mainly what he was excited for, just a bit.
Yeah, it was just bad. I was not excited for Money in the Bank, but it was good. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it was really good. Money in the Bank was good. You know, we were planning on doing the podcast like a month ago for Backlash,
but it didn't happen because you know plans were going on.
Plans changed, but we're finally here doing the first ever podcast.
First ever.
The NWO,
Yep.
the Wrestling Order, or OWO or Wrestling Order, don't matter.
Whatever, but you know what I'm saying. But, and then next time, which is we're gonna be at Juan's house, obviously.
SummerSlam or whenever.
But anyways, we're gonna do some. We usually do this one. It's for WWE Championship, like for our characters only. Now, however, we wear as long as once, you know, it's like WWE rules. If you lose it, it's either the person wins or vacated.
Yeah.
Like if it's CP or whatever. But anyways, so
yeah.
And
2K25 is when we're gonna switch things up.
Right now, I'm actually the longest 2K champion.
Okay.
No, I'm serious. 146 days for holding that. But here's the thing: we have another championship.
Predictions champion. There's a Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yeah, which is I still have. I have not done it yet because due to plans.
And the Undisputed Championship.
And then that's the new one.
So the last video that I showed y'all was the 2K Championship with the new design, and we have so many plans for y'all. I can't wait. I'm telling you, I'm Triple H. I'll be cooking.
Yeah, right. So.
I'm literally Triple H. I will literally, oh my gosh, we will literally do this podcast.
Anytime.
We will literally go to our friend's house and do the 2K24, 25.
Like for real.
And film it.
And then, guys, here's another thing. We would also do a TikTok live. Yes, we do.
We do.
If you guys want to see it, no worries. We'll be there until the end of the match.
Yep.
So, and then we'll show poses and all the cool stuff. Even if you want to copy Cody Rhodes, we will still do it.
Yeah.
The one thing I wish that we would just fight each other, but we're not doing that.
No.
Yeah, that'd be a little bit too much.
Listen, I've got plans coming.
But here's the thing. Here's another thing though. For the 2K25, which is gonna happen soon, right? At once. But listen to this. We would actually do promos.
Yeah.
For real, not in the video game, the real one.
Promos, yeah.
Like seriously, their promos is iffy.
And technically, for us, it is gonna be season 3.
Season 3.
But technically for y'all, it's season 1.
Yep.
And so once he gets 2K25, everything is gonna reset. Everything.
Except the ones that's been holding for.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing that's not changing is this guy. You can't simply change it.
You can't change it. Yeah.
The only thing that is changed is if you actually hold the 2K champion restarts.
Yeah.
The Undisputed Champion restarts for surely. Money in the Bank, I don't know about that one.
We have to decide on the Money in the Bank.
Yeah, we don't know about that part because I'm still holding it, but I haven't cashed it in at all yet.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been gone for like a long time now.
Right.
Because one has a lot of plans going on, but
yeah, he's been very busy and stuff, and
yeah.
plus we are very busy. We won't be doing this, but like I said, 2025 and beyond will literally be I'm so excited for what I've got planned.
Yes.
Literally, podcast, friend, 2K, There's other stuff that I will also do by myself. And
you know what's the most shocking thing I ever think, to be honest? where I took the whole goal. Literally, I took that. I took the 2K champion, and I took the money in the bank. Literally, I took everything. I didn't even know about that at all. Like literally, I didn't even notice.
At once, which is crazy, guys. But
it was so crazy.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Now, guess what? We have this new champion over here. Congratulations, by the way.
Because I won the predictions. I only lost the main event, which is crazy.
And you know, this is actually your first champion out of all time. This is first. This is awesome.
You know, thank you for having me with this podcast, RJ.
No worries. I've never had a podcast before. This is like my first time ever do a podcast.
And this is my first podcast. We're still learning. Okay, but once we get all set up, it'll be okay. You know.
Yep.
Wow. There's nothing else we gotta say. Thank you guys for watching, bro.
See y'all later.
Thank RJ, because he will literally be here.
Anytime.
And much more. There's much more coming out. Please subscribe to the channel.
See y'all.
Comment. Or no, not.
Yeah, comment. No, I'm serious. Comment.
You can comment.
Yeah, comment.
Subscribe to the channel.
Anything.
Turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload again. And smash the like button, please, bro.
Seriously.
2025 is literally going to be the best thing. I can't wait for what I have planned. Thank you, RJ. Y'all thank RJ.
Worries.
And we'll see you possibly in the next podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Whenever. Or maybe sooner.
Yep, that's right.
Maybe we might do some other stuff.
Exactly.
We can literally, maybe we could be a video for quizzes.
Quizzes for sure. I would definitely love quizzes. Theme songs are my #1 favorite, guys. I'm so serious. I will destroy.
Video games.
Video games? Oh, yeah.
Or we
for
can
sure.
just.
We're definitely doing that next month.
We can do, there's also, we can do, video games, quizzes, watch-alongs.
Yep, 20 questions for all.
Whatever. We can do watch-alongs for, like, Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, and we can also chat. Now, the problem that I wish I want to have, I'm still working on, is eventually the watch-along will be live streaming, so that way I can have a chat with y'all. We can chat, ask good questions, whatever you want. Yeah.
That sounds good.
What you think?
I think I can agree on that.
Yeah, it'll be interesting on whatever. But thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
And new predictions champion.
And subscribe, please. Subscribe and definitely comment. Comments.
Yes.
Likes.
And please thank RJ for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good day.